would you like?
Well, anything is better than hanging around this place.
What's the matter? Afraid?
Calm yourselves, you two. This place is strong with the dark side of the Force. We must find out why.
Do we? Please, I can take care of anything that comes our...
What's wrong?
I feel cold. Pain.
I sense a disturbance in the Force. Where? Ah, yes. I can feel your presence.
It's Vader.
Who challenges me? Speak.
We are Jedi. We are the Rebellion. And we are here to bring the light back to this place.
I feel there are those among you who have already taken the first step towards the dark side of the Force.
Never!
Rebels, each of you must test yourself against the dark side. The responsibility is yours, Commander, and you know the price of failure.
All right, without further ado, let's bring out the legend himself, Mark Hamill! There he is. Wow. Hello, everyone. Oh, aren't you nice? Very good. Thank you. I noticed they didn't play the Star Wars theme when I came out, so too bad John Williams loses out on another royalty. Well, it's great to, be able to meet you all, and what I love is that when people talk to me, they tell me what I was a part of meant to them. And it's always so personal. My dog got hit by a car and, you taught me this or that. I mean, they personalize it. So it's wonderful to finally, be able to talk to you face to face because, without the fans, I wouldn't be here. For a couple of weeks, and I'm going back for 2 months, which is a long time, because I'm in the 3rd season of a show called Twisted Metal.
Whoa! On the mark!
They sent me the script and I started reading this thing. I go, what is this? It's twisted, but I just didn't get it. So they sent me a link to watch the episodes, and I watched the episodes and I went, I still don't get it. And now I'm in it, and what's so wonderful is even though I don't get it, my character benefits from being, not tethered to reality. I play an ex-cabbie, also an ex-crook, who now is the Pope of New York. Yeah, you heard me right. P-O-P-E, Pope. I get the hat and everything. And I'm telling you, you put that hat on, it sort of changes you. And he's nuts, totally nuts. So I'm having a great time. I'm telling you, Anthony Mackie and Stephanie Beatrice are so good. They're so good together. Their chemistry is great. And You know, I'm always delighted to work with actors I've never worked with before. It's great fun. And so we're going back there next week, and I'll be gone for 2 months. I won't be here for the 4th of July, but that sort of mirrors the fact that I wasn't here for the 4th of July at the 200th birthday, because I was in England doing this space movie. I can't remember the name of it, but I loved it, because I mean, to see 4th of July from the perspective of England, which I'm sure they secretly refer to as Good Riddance Day. But, and my first son, Nathan, was born in St. John's Wood, which is part of London, when we were doing Empire Strikes Back. So we call him our Empire Strikes baby. And it was just his birthday. Today, the 26th? Yeah, it was yesterday. It was his birthday. And now he's old enough where you reach a point where you go, I want to just ignore my birthday. I don't want to celebrate it in any way, shape, or form. And he's reached that point, because I called him and I said, hey, come on, let's do something. You know, what can I get you for your birthday? You don't have to look like the character. And I didn't discover that, because I went back to Broadway. Hi, Dad Vader, there he is. With a little mini-sized Dad Vader. But I went to Broadway and did character parts there. I played Elephant Man, I did Amadeus in the first national tour, a musical called Arrogant and Hard. What else did I do? The Nerd, 6 dance lessons in 6 weeks. And it's great. I mean, the one thing that's great about live theater is the audience really becomes a part of the show. So people say, how can you do the same thing 8 times a week? I go, you never do the same thing 8 times a week, because you modify your performance to the audience, because the audience is an organic part of the process. Anyway, so I come back to Los Angeles, and of course, they thought, oh, we thought you retired. Nobody knows what's on Broadway. I mean, if you live in the tri-state area, maybe, but Los Angeles, they don't know what's on Broadway, or off Broadway. In the case, I did room service off Broadway. And then, I can't remember what year it was, but I had done a lot of voiceover before the Batman, the animated series. But what happened there was, people at first said, well, that's not Mark Hamill, is it? That Mark Hamill? So people are in the grocery store going, they treat your voice, right? And they speed it up, or they do something. And I said, no, I do it. They go, well, do it. What, in the safe way? Because you can't whisper. You gotta let it rip, you know? So, yeah. So I'm in airports, the library, you know, the Department of Motor Vehicles. Joker, yeah! It's crazy. And I said to Andrea Romana years later, like, how did I get the part? Because I have to tell you, the context of when I auditioned for it, it was like a month or 2 after people were outraged when they announced that Michael Keaton was going to play Batman. I mean, nobody had seen him. You know, no footage existed. Oh, Mr. Mom, he's a comedic actor, he can't play Batman. So going in, you can imagine, I thought, well, if I freaked out the fan base, if they freaked out over Mr. Mom being Batman, how are they going to feel about Luke Skywalker being the Joker? I don't think it's going down too well. So all I'm saying is, when I went in, I said, well, I can't get this. Because sometimes if you want a part, your anxiety can throw off your performance. You can come off as needy, and it's off-putting. You know, I tell young actors, even if you really want the part, act aloof. The aloofer, the better, to quote Neil Simon. Wild Robot, then The King of Kings, where I played King Herod, retelling the story of Jesus, and then Long Walk, Life of Chuck, and of course, the SpongeBob movie. I love the title because it's called The SpongeBob Movie. Search for SquarePants, like it's important. It's dumb humor at its best. And I'm telling you, Tom Kenny is, first of all, one of the nicest people in show business. He's married to Jill Talley, who came out of Second City in Chicago. And my wife and I they're probably two of our closest friends, Frank Oz and Victoria, who I just saw Frank on his birthday last month. And it's so fun to do silly material. I mean, obviously I played the Flying Dutchman, so he's like the nominal antagonist, and he's deadly serious, of course. And he's really inept pirate. I don't know if you've seen it, but he's not too good at what he does. And spoiler alert, because the studio Paramount says you're not allowed to say that it goes from animation into live action. So I was very careful to say, well, I voice the Flying Dutchman. I never said I play him or anything. But 2.5 hours to get into all that gear. There was this big fight over the nose, because the nose in the cartoon, goes below his lower lip. And the studio said, they came out to the house, made me up, and they gave me, I said, the nose isn't right, it's too small. And a developer of the studio said, well, we don't like the nose, just use Mark's nose. I said, if you do that, it's just me in a pirate outfit. It doesn't make any sense. I want a real long, droopy nose. Now, we fought back and forth, but it doesn't go below the lip like I want it, because I want it to be just like the cartoon, but I got it at least to my upper lip and a loop out, so there was a battle. I refuse to do this movie unless I have the nose. Anyway, so that was last year. And then I told you I do Twisted Metal. And everything I do now, I say, this should be my last thing. And I should. I want to be remembered for SpongeBob SquarePants. Now I want to be remembered by Twisted Metal. But it's hard, I mean, Twisted Metal is such an unusual reality. It's really hard to memorize these lines, because normally, if you say, hello, how are you? Then the other actor knows the general area, the answer will be in. Oh, I'm fine, or whatever. But this thing is just bonkers.